Greetings everyone, this is Danny from hartravel.com, your cruise experts, and today I'm at the beautiful Princess Cays Resort. Now this is a private island that's owned by Carnival Corporation. It's used by Princess, Carnival Cruise Lines, and also their other cruise line brands as well, just depending on the time of year. Now this 40 acres of tropical paradise is a perfect way to enjoy the beach on your vacation. It is important to note that you'll be tendered in from the ship. We'll take you over to the tender zone in just a little bit. But on this island, you're gonna have incredible places to snorkel, to sunbathe. You also have all kinds of sports activities, an incredible beach barbecue, and also some private cabanas. Now we're gonna take you all around the island here in just a minute, but keep in mind when you're ready to book your next cruise, make sure you do it right on hartravel.com. You can take advantage of the interactive deck plans to pick the perfect room or suite for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value, and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way. Now, just a brief overview of what we're gonna cover today. We're gonna start with the Sanctuary Beach Bungalows. This is the adults only section of the island, and then we're gonna work our way all the way past. You've got the kids area, all the different beaches, snorkeling and swimming areas. We'll cover the far side of the island too, and then we'll finish up right in the Love Boat Marina. So now we're at the far side of the island. This is the Sanctuary. So it's an adults only space, and it's gonna be much more quiet and relaxed. What you're gonna have is cabanas 19 to 25. You see 25 there on the end, and they're all basically the same. Now you can purchase it as a package with or without lunch service. Of course, you can head down and take advantage of the buffet if you'd like. It's about $40 more on this cruise, and then they'll bring the food to you. You're gonna have drink service as well, and of course your package does carry on from the ship over to the private island. Let's check out one of the Sanctuary cabanas. So you've got loungers out front here. They'll also bring some extra chairs if you would like. And right here is the front entrance to the cabana. They're gonna have misters over here, so you wanna cool down. One thing that I did wanna point out before we headed in is it's important to note that all of these cabanas don't have direct beach access. What you get is incredible views of the beach. You get a fantastic breeze, but if you wanna go in the water, you're gonna head just out and around the corner, and you can utilize the beach there. Of course, you can come back in. You're gonna have a shower right around the corner here. So they've got a little rainforest shower head up above, so you can rinse off before you relax. Now the cabana itself here, you're gonna see you've got these two doors that will open up for you. And then just inside, you're gonna have a table and chairs. Now they can take this out onto the patio if you prefer. In here, you're gonna find float mats. You're gonna have a mini fridge there. You also have something very important on an island. You have air conditioning and a fan up above. So you've got a little bit of area here to put your stuff. You can open up the windows on the side to get that cross breeze coming through. And there is a plug if you need to charge. But this is the space, and you can use it as an indoor-outdoor space. Of course, you can close the doors off, keep it nice and air-conditioned, or you can head on out and start enjoying. So now out on your private patio, once again, this is a space you're gonna use only, and there's only the 6 cabanas here in this private sanctuary area. So it's a really nice, relaxed way to spend the day when you're at Princess Cays. Now, one of the questions we get a lot is about connectivity. Now, this is not a private island itself. It's actually a part of the much larger Bahamian island of Eleuthera. Now, what that means is that you're gonna have phone service here. Make sure you check with your local carrier before you turn your phone on. You don't wanna have that big bill, but for me personally, I actually have coverage here that I can utilize. There's also Wi-Fi service, which would be a continuation from what you're gonna have on the ship over here. And on top of that cabana, you can actually see one of the transmitters. So now we've headed out of the Sanctuary bungalow areas, and I wanted to show you a few more of the different cabana options. Now you can see right here, there's gonna be 18 more cabanas. Now they are a little bit different. So you're gonna have the beach loungers and chairs. You'll also have the same service as well. You can have drink service delivered to your cabana. But as I head over here, you can see you've got the shower on the side as well. You're gonna have your private patio. It is air conditioned inside, but the big difference is it doesn't have that extra shade structure just out front. Now, once again, the cabana's down on this area. You're not gonna have direct beach access to walk right into the beach, but what you get is that fantastic area to sit, enjoy your lawn chairs, look out at the beautiful beach views, get that breeze coming over, and really have that nice calming feeling. Now between cabanas 12 and 13, you're gonna find 2 very important spaces. The first is the very first beach bar that we're gonna encounter. This is the Coconut Beach Bar. So it's where you can sit back, relax, enjoy a delicious drink, and you can hear the waves coming in and really have a nice Zen-like experience. Now also behind that is another very important feature. That's where you're gonna find the first men's and women's restroom that you can utilize. So you'll be able to utilize that from all the cabana areas here, or the beach bar, or we're gonna start seeing all of the different chairs. So you're gonna have chairs lined up like this all along the beach where you can sit, get a little sun. Of course, there's some shade areas as well. And from here, you can see the different cabanas lined all the way along. Now they're all essentially the same, and you can get it with or without that food service. So if you want to do self-service yourself, or maybe you're going to be around the island throughout the day, you can take that lower cost option, completely up to you. Now I did want to point out that from here, you can walk right around the corner, head down there, and you're going to find the first beach. You've got a roped off area out there, so you can actually head out, and this is one of the snorkeling areas. So there's a good area to snorkel here. There's a snorkel gear area down a little further. We'll take you down there in just a minute. So now we're up on top of the lookout. Now behind me is the area we just came from. You've got all the bungalows lining the beach. You can see the different beach chair options here as well. And then you see one of the different water sports huts. Now the further side, we're gonna continue to walk down the island. You can see the ship out in the distance. The Enchanted Princess is looking absolutely stunning on her very, very first passenger cruise. And then continuing along, you're gonna have just below me, the main food service area. So we'll take you down there in just a minute. But before we do, I wanted to take you over to the other side of the overlook here, because what you can see is where you can go kayaking. So what's really nice is, of course, if you really want to, I'm thinking you could go out onto the open ocean, but you've got the kayaks right back here and you can head out onto a lagoon. It's gonna be much more calm, serene, and relaxing. So if you're looking for a kayak option, that's where you'll depart from. So now we just headed down from the overlook. You can see that up behind me here. And next up is Davy Jones Locker. This is where you can rent snorkel gear, kayaks, different kinds of equipment like the sea bikes as well, where you can head out and enjoy the ocean. Now the lagoon, you can do that private guided tour, or if you want to just grab a kayak and head on out, of course you can do that from here as well. Now you can rent these on the ship, or when you get off, if they still have some available, you can rent them right here as well. You're going to use your cruise card. Now there's also locker rentals here. I love that you can, well, visit Davy Jones Locker, or you can rent your own locker as well, or you can put your personal belongings away when you head on out to explore. So now I'm wrapping right around the front. Once again, they have all kinds of different gear. They also have the Zayaks there, where it's kind of a sled you can kick along, and then there's a see-through portion of it, so you can snorkel, if you will, just a little bit as you're cruising along. But there's quite a bit of different equipment here, from paddle boards to kayaks to sea trikes. You can take them out and enjoy the ocean. So as we progress further down the beach, you can see another beach bar there behind me, and that's all the food service area. We'll take you in there in just a second, but I wanted to point out that's all the different rental equipment. You can take it right out through the swimming area here. There's two little bays that are cordoned off for swimming, and then you can see more of the areas right here on the front where you can grab a bite to eat, sit, and enjoy the incredible views. Now there's a couple lifeguard towers out here. Of course, they do have lifeguards on duty, but if you're traveling with the littler kiddos or you have any issue with swimming, please, 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 use the life jackets, and of course, always pay close attention. Now along here, you're gonna find more lawn chairs. They also have those clamshell beds as well. We're lucky enough to be here with very few people. This is the very first pre-inaugural cruise of the Enchanted Princess. So normally there'd be quite a few more people here and they'd have everything set up, but this is a perfect vantage point to check it all out. Now just behind me, you're gonna find Grill Crazy. This is the beach barbecue here on Princess Cays. So you can head back to the ship to dine if you want, or you can dine right here on the beach, which I'd recommend for you. You're gonna have all of your favorite classics, hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken, fish. They also have some really good barbecue ribs. And then of course, they've got some fantastic dessert options as well. I'm heading back for some of those cookies and banana bread in just a few minutes. They're gonna have fruit stations set up around, and then of course they also have drink stations and the beach bars. So you can head off the ship early in the morning and stay here all day and enjoy. Now there's several vendors that are set up on the beach, so you can do a little bit of shopping if you'd like. You see they have all kinds of different wraps and of course bags, different kind of trinkets and things that'll remind you of your time here in the Bahamas. Now they also have a hair braiding station. It's one of those all-time classics. I remember getting my hair braided as a kid. One little bit of a warning is you definitely want to spray sunscreen on your head after you do that, because, well, I've learned the hard way, as I mentioned. But it's a really cool way to remember your time here at Princess Cays. Now, if you're looking for some higher end Bahamian treasures, they've got jewelry and different options in here. And then all along the back, you're gonna have more of those straw market style vendors where you can get lots of different souvenirs that you can take home with you. My all-time favorite is, of course, Dad went to the Bahamas and all he brought me was this t-shirt. Well, actually, I usually bring him to the Bahamas, but whatever. Whatever kind of trinkets, souvenirs, or memories that you want to bring back, you can do that. Now, I did want to point out that there's a few of these designated smoking areas that are set away from other parts of the island. So that's something you want to utilize, you can do that. And then, of course, all along the beach, it is not permitted. Next up is Pelican's Perch. So this is the extension of Camp Discovery. It's part of the Kids Club program. So whichever cruise ship you're on, you're gonna be able to bring the kiddos in here. Now, most of the time they do have drop-off service, just like you're gonna have on board the ship. Make sure you go over that with the counselors on board before you head over. They'll give you all the details for your specific cruise. So you have a nice large shaded area here where they can play and have a great time. And then you're also gonna have a really nice large jungle gym just over to the side. In fact, what do you think, Taylor? Should I get a picture? Ooh, I like that. Go, you can get a nice family portrait with your favorite octopus and crab and lobster, I think. Well, anyway, make sure you put a lot of sunscreen on your kiddos and yourself, and you replenish throughout your time here on the island. You want to eat the lobster when you get up back on board. You don't want to be one. So just behind me, you've got the restroom. I love that they have those facilities in here for the kiddos. And then just behind is a huge jungle gym. There's a slide. There's quite a few areas for them to play, crawl around, underneath, above, and around. Now, in addition to that, you're gonna have a pool here. So it's more of a wading pool for the little kiddos. Right here, it's probably just about 2 feet, or about 1.5 feet deep right there. But they're gonna have the counselors in here so the kiddos can use the pool, they can play in the sand, they can play on the jungle gym, maybe just for a little bit, or they can stay here for an extended period of time while you enjoy the beach. So as we head closer to the Love Boat Marina, you can see a couple more of the swimming cove areas just behind me. You've got more of the beach chairs and the clamshell beds behind, but this is where you're probably gonna find me. You've got the beach bar. To me, it's the best of the beach bars here because you got the bandstand just behind. They're gonna fire it back up in just a minute. They're gonna be rocking out and jamming to your favorite island sounds. For me, the moment I hear the steel drum, my blood pressure goes down, my smile goes up, and I know I'm back home again. So I'll probably belly up to that bar, have one or two, enjoy the music, enjoy the beautiful beach, and have a phenomenal day. Now, before we cross over to the other part of the island, I just wanted to point out the marina is right here behind me. You're gonna have the stingray encounter right here to the side. That is a shore excursion, so I recommend that you pre-book that. And then right here is where you're gonna line up to head back on board the ship. Now, just behind me, you're gonna find the Love Boat Marina. Now, I mentioned that you will take a tender to and from the ship. Here, they don't use the lifeboats as tenders as you will in some other ports. They've got the nice big boats. There's a catamaran behind. There's another one just behind here as well. So you can see a little bit what it looks like. Now we're gonna cross over to the south side of the island here in just a second. You can see the boat's gonna head on up. It's gonna tie up, and then you can head right on and start enjoying the island. Now, as we head further over to the south side, I just wanted to point out that several of the different tours meet here. Right here, you can see they're gonna have a snorkel boat. They'll also have glass bottom boats and different options. If it's a motorized boat that you're heading out on, most likely this is gonna be your meeting point. Now we're gonna head further around the marina over to the south side of the island. Now, this side of the island tends to be quite a bit quieter. There's less activities. There's not a band over here playing, rocking out. This is the area where you want to go to chill. Now, right behind me is the beach cabana rental area. One thing that's important to note is when you rent a beach cabana, of course, you're going to do that on the ship before you get here. You could do it here as well if they're not all taken at that point. But here you can get different kinds of snorkel equipment. You can rent that, all kinds of different beach equipment as well. But this is where you're gonna head over, let them know that you're ready for the cabana, and it's first come, first served to pick the one of your choice. So you're gonna stop right here, and then you're gonna head on out and start enjoying. Now, on this side of the island, you're also gonna have most of what you see on the other side. You're gonna have the Sea Breeze Grill, which is where you can get some nice grilled food items, very similar to what you have with the beach barbecue over there. And then all along the beach here, you're gonna have the clamshell beds, which you can rent. You also have the complimentary loungers lining. There's a couple coves as well where you can sit and swim and relax, or maybe just sit on the beach and put your toes in the sand. They're also gonna have a craft market over here, but really the way I look at this is if you want kind of a little bit more of a party atmosphere, the steel drums going, the loud band, all of the different options that you can have on the other side, this is kind of the antithesis of it. This is the place where you go, sit back, relax, read a book, listen to some music, and chill. Now, I'm just in front of the Reef Runner bar. This is most likely where you're gonna find me here on the island. It's a really nice, relaxed bar. Of course, you can sit right here looking out at the incredible views of the ocean and the Enchanted Princess. So where they're gonna provide bar service throughout the island here as well. Now, you can have more of the lawn chairs, once again, the clamshell beds, and the further you get, generally the quieter and more relaxed it is. Now, tucked away further down the beach, you're gonna have a basketball court and volleyball. I did play a little volleyball back in the day. Let's see if we still got it. Oh, that's in. That's in. Come on, Taylor, you gotta get that. Every time. Now, as you head further down the south side, you're gonna find this beautiful stretch of pristine beach. So this is the very end of Princess Cays here. And what you can see is this is a beautiful spot. You're gonna have all the things that you love about the beach here. You've got the barbecue, you've got the music, you've got all of the drink service, and you're around with friends and family. To me, that's what cruising is all about. It's heading out and making brand new memories, meeting new friends, of course, reconnecting with old friends, and reconnecting with the sea. We are so happy to be back here at Princess Cays. We're so happy to be back on the ocean. And when you're ready to book your next cruise with Princess or any of the Carnival Corporation brands, make sure you reach out to Harr Travel. We are your cruise experts. We know the spaces inside and out. We have an amazing relationship with Carnival Corporation, and we know that we can help craft the perfect cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value, and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way. Now keep in mind, if you want to see the tour of the Enchanted Princess, the Majestic Princess, any of the rooms and suites, and soon to be quite a few more ships, make sure you check that out on the channel as well.